But now we have a common enemy.
Young white dudes feel like, why are people hating on me all the time? Feeling kind of disenfranchised. They're being told their voice isn't important and that it's not about what your ideas are, but it's about what you look like.
Now, do you boys and girls remember a 2006 to 2007 20th Century Fox show called The Loop, starring Brett Harrison? It's really, really good.
Smell you later, James Spader. You know who he is? Sexiest man on TV. Golden Globe much? Pizzy!
The end credits were very funny because it showed a poodle having its teeth broken by a golf ball or something like that. Now, whenever I see that image, I think of the smug face of Chastain, Jessica Chastain, a very, very mid-actress out of Hollywood who should do comedy, if you ask me. Why do you say that, Kung Fu? Well, I'll get back to that point at the very end of this video, but I think it was last week or the week before that, I covered a story regarding the Savant, this female intelligent agent living in the UK who's played by Jessica Chastain, and of course for DEI points, they have to make sure she's married to a black dude with interracially diverse kids who look nothing like their parents. And guess what? Apple TV have for now, just like the career of Jimmy Kimmel sagging ever so slowly down to his balls, is temporarily suspended from their platform.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God.
I can't imagine why. Well, let's have a quick look back at that trailer, folks, because if I'm not mistaken, all the villains are male, they're all white, they're all straight. One of them's played by Master Chief himself, Pablo Schreiber, and or Schreiber, who cares, right? And yeah, to me, as a guy who's not white, clearly, except for the palm of my hand, which is obviously a de facto imprint of human design, I have a problem with this because I'm getting fed up of white folks being denigrated everywhere in media. I grew up on white entertainment. I love it. But it seems that Hollywood doesn't feel the same way that I do. So let's get into this Deadline story. Again, covered by a female, because you can't have the male perspective, for God's sake, unless you're like me and you make a video covering the story.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls...
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Nelly Andreeva is the person who wrote this on the 23rd of September, the same birth date as Bruce Springsteen. So the release of Apple TV Plus's The Savant has been put on hold. The decision comes 3 days after the thriller, or before the thriller, starring Jessica Chastain, was slated to premiere, oh my god, the 26th of September. I forgot this. Holy shit, that's tomorrow, in other words. Because nothing says, let's welcome to the weekend, by releasing a depressing thriller on Apple TV regarding the attack of white men in our streets of London. Oh my god. Yeah, it's funny because I saw a post on X yesterday from Critical Drinker who basically said no one read the room when this script was passed around. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but he has some Dylan in the comments saying, aren't you the TV and film guy who should know this stuff already? Wasn't this like filmed 2 years ago? And I had to correct the guy and say, they probably planned this 2 years ago as opposed to filming, because his reply stated or implied they filmed it 2 years ago. And even if that were the case, why then did Apple TV Plus just keep it on hold? What was the reason? Because Jessica Chastain is a naff actress. I can't even believe I am siding with Grace Randolph on this one, a female critic on YouTube I have gone after in the past. Not incessantly, just every now and then. But Grace, I gotta tell you, babe, you got it right with Jessica Chastain. She is awful.
Jessica Chastain doesn't have a lot of other friends in Hollywood or with moviegoers. A lot of people don't like Jessica Chastain. Just take a look at her box office numbers. Something that people in Hollywood should consider when considering casting her.
She's got that same stupid smile she always has in all of her films, even in this trailer right here, which we're just going to show you a quick freeze frame of again. Look at that. Oh, hi there. It's me and my mixed race family. Oh, keep it in the family. Why don't I? Shut up, man. Oh my God. And the reason, look, and by the way, you have to look at the ratio. It is brutal. 11,000 upvotes, 67,000 downvotes. The real hero was the surveillance state who pretended to be your friend on the internet all along. It's like someone made a parody of 2020 Hollywood. It's true. Listen, the reason why Apple pulled this from their schedule from tomorrow, because they saw the backlash this was getting online everywhere. And what are you going to do, Apple? You're going to censor people for having an opinion? Of course you're not, because we know how that's gone down, don't we? We even saw Jimmy Kimmel making her return yesterday on ABC with one of the most fakest apologies I have ever witnessed.
It was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man.
Jimmy Kimmel is supposed to be an actor, the man who gave you The Man Show back in the day. A poor version of Benny Hill, if you ask me. But in true fashion, ladies and gentlemen, while yours truly was editing this masterpiece of a video, Jessica Chastain went online to complain about the decision from Apple to remove the show from the schedule for the time being. Let's have a quick read. The actress, come on, really? Come on, Sky News, are we calling her that word? Has criticized Apple's decision to delay the release of political thriller series The Insufferable Savant after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. The actress, who is also executive producer of the show, because she thinks this gives her an automatic pass for this show to remain as scheduled. It don't, Jessica, because the TV company, the film company, will always be bigger than you, love. You ain't Tom Cruise. In a post on Instagram, she said the program in which she plays a woman, are you fucking kidding me? Really? Who tries to draw out potential terrorists online is so relevant, and she has never shied away from difficult subjects. So Jessica, who's a Caucasian American woman, apparently hates her own Caucasian American men. The Savant is about the heroes, not the heroes, not the masculine, who work every day to stop violence before it happens. Again, this sounds like Ross Kemp's Ultimate Force, which is a better show to watch in my opinion. I remain hopeful the show will reach audiences soon. Until then, that's all, folks. But I'm so happy to see that the Savant, another girl boss shit from Apple TV, glad I don't subscribe to them, has been temporarily put on hiatus. Because let's face it, folks, nobody is clamoring up to watch a new Jessica Chastain vehicle. And by the way, when I said at the beginning of this video, Chastain should do more comedy, if you saw her in the 355, this 60-pound weakling beating up a man 4 times her weight in kilograms. She should do more stuff like that. She could be the female Leslie Nielsen and win over a brand new army of fans. I mean, you might count me amongst those fans, Jessie baby, because honestly, I would give you that much respect if you didn't take yourself seriously as an actress. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, are you feeling savantish today? Or are you Cervantes from Soul Calibur? Well, if I were you and if you were me, he says in a very camptastic way, leave your comment below. See you see me on my next video. Why don't you?
Uh-oh.